Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Missed last week because I forgot about it. Had too many things going on. Anyway, we'll get back on track. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. May have already said that. But anyway, before we get into our Bible trivia, let me ask you a question. Why is a swordfish nose 11 inches long? Because if it were 12 inches, it would be a foot. All right, we're just doing one joke today. Let's go ahead and jump into our Bible trivia. I'm going to have two sets of 5 questions and then 2 bonus questions. Bonus questions are optional. The regular questions are worth a point apiece, and the bonus questions are worth 3 points apiece. So let's get started. Who complained about the sign Pilate put on Jesus' cross that said King of the Jews? Was it the soldiers, the chief priest, or the disciples? John 19, verse 21 tells us that it was the chief priest. I didn't like that at all. Number 2, what position was Jesus' cross in relation to the other crosses? Was it higher up the hill, in the middle, or facing away from the others? John 19, verse number 18, of course, tells us that it was in the middle. Number 3, when one of the criminals began hurling abuse at Jesus, what did the other criminal do? Rebuke him, beg the crowd to throw stones at him, or told Jesus not to listen to him? Luke 23, verse 40 tells us the answer is rebuked him. Number 4, after rebuking the other criminal, what did he say to Jesus? Call upon your Father, forgive me, or remember me? Luke 23, verse 42 reveals the answer is remember me. Number 5, how did Jesus respond to this criminal's request? With silence, with a promise, or with a sad refusal? Luke 23, verse 43 tells us that he responded to him with a promise. Now, here's your bonus question. What did Jesus say to him? What was the promise? Again, in that same passage, Jesus said, today you'll be with me in paradise. All right, let's move on to our next set of questions. What was the 8th plague? Was it locust, gnats, or darkness? Exodus 10, verses 13 through 14 tells us that it was locust. Number 2, what brought the locust of the 8th plague? A north wind, a west wind, or an east wind? Exodus 10, verse 13 tells us that it was an east wind. Number 3, what was the 9th plague? Was it a severe pestilence, darkness, or hell? Exodus 10, verse 22 tells us that it was darkness. How many days did the darkness last? Was it 3 days, 7 days, or 1 day? Exodus 10, verse 22 tells us that it was for 3 days. Number 5, what was the 10th plague? Was it death of the animals, death of all children, or death of the firstborn? Exodus 11, verses 4 through 5 tells us that it was the death of the firstborn. Here's your bonus question. What festival was instituted as the result of this plague? What festival was instituted as a result of this plague? Exodus chapter 12 tells us that it was the Passover. All right, I hope you did well, and hopefully I'll remember next time, and you'll have a Bible trivia next week. Have a great weekend.